Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is a weekly reading session for you guys. This is for the Taurus friends. I hope you're doing well. Please universe, what can I get for my Taurus friends? What is the message please for Taurus? What is meant for them to know and ready for them to know for the incoming week? All right, Taurus friends. I hope you're doing well, Taurus. I really want to thank you for your support, for your likes, and your subscribe, for the generous donation that you have provided the channel. Thank you. It really helps the channel. It keeps the channel going. So thank you for that. And yep, this is for you. All right, this is for Taurus friends. Let's start your reading. You've got your card here, Taurus. So let's go in the past energy, all right? Past situation, past energy is that 10 of Wands is in reverse. So there's a stalemate, the Hangman. You wanted to go all out, all right? You're wanting to, some sort of, you want to let go. You want to take a blast. Like I'm really being, it's a water blast. All right, it's I'm getting a water blast. What's that machine? You know, when it's as simple as a hose. You know, the hose that you use for gardening or watering the plant. If you put it in full, if you turn it on in maximum, the blast of water will come out. So I felt like that is what you're wanting to happen, is that in full blast, but it was put to stop. Like it was flowing, all right? The past situation or energy, it was in full blast, and suddenly someone put a brake. Like you are running 120 kilometers and someone stepped on the brake. It could be you, it could be them, but there is some sort of unmet expectation, because 10 of Wands alone, this is an energy of, this is an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, but this is unburden yourself. You are unlinking yourself to burden, or this is also liberation. I always find the 10 of Wands, sometimes individual reading, general reading, as liberation, because you're liberated. 10 of Wands, it's so difficult to push 10 of Wands and bring it inside the castle. And then you finally realize, why do I have to push this 10 of Wands alone? Where I can actually leave it and come back next day, and so on and so forth. So you were liberated. So there is a moment in the past, a situation in the past, or a person in the past, an energy in the past, where you were liberated to do it. You were encouraged to all in, to take a blast, to take the full throttle of shot. It is what you're wanting, but someone put a stop. But like it was ongoing, because water is fluid, it is emotions, but someone had to stop. And it's not the stop coming from something that you control, it is coming from the water supply. So imagine you were watering the plant. I'm sorry for my example, but you're watering the plant, there's water coming out in the hose, all right, and it was stopped. Not because someone stopped it, but because the water company, that's how high level it is. So it is something you cannot control. It's not something that, a person play trick on you and switch it off, that you can turn it off again. It is something of a higher level that told you off. Stop your liberation. Okay, so it's something, it was stopped, and it was cut off, it was stopped, it was sparked, it was delayed, it was denied. It was something that it didn't proceed because of a higher level force. It is hard to explain, Taurus, what does the possible reason, but it seems to be a very firm decision, okay, that to put in a hangman, to delay it, or because it's 10 of Wands. I'm so ready. Like Wands, this is fire. So I'm I'm all out, like I'm ready to take the risk kind of thing, because I've dropped the wands. I've dropped this inhibitions. I have dropped the 10 of wands that burdening me. So I feel so light. So let's do it. But someone said, up, not yet. Okay. Like you've just come out from dropping off the 10 of wands. You're still tired, because if you look at the 10 of wands, Taurus, this person, he looks like he has this black cloth on his right leg. It seems to be that this person, it's been badly wounded or hurt or in pain, and that's one of the reasons that he is dropping off the 10 of wands, because he is in pain, and he realized that, why do I need to push it myself, or why do I need to finish bringing this 10 of wands today, where in fact I could do it one at a time. So you were liberated to do something. Someone was liberated to do something that, I'm clear, I'm sober, let me do it, let's go. And when you are about to make that starting all over again, or that thing that you feel confident to do it spiritually, like your because I'm picking up a very strong mental desire and spiritual desire, but physically you're not yet prepared, because you've just gotten out of the 10 of wands energy. So it could be the universal force telling you, Taurus, that it didn't happen. I need to put a stop in here, because mentally, spiritually, you're saying you're good, but physically you aren't. There's one element of you, Taurus, that isn't ready, and I know that, and you don't know, because sometimes the spirit is strong but the body is weak. Okay, there's something in here that the universe is telling you, Taurus, that I know that you're saying you're ready but you're not. Okay, and you've got to really trust me. So that's why they put this blockage. All right, there was a blockage, and for some of you, you don't understand why the heck this happened. It's something that you can't control. There's still a plan, all right, to commit, to recommit, or to, because the Taurus card is here. This is your card, and it's in reverse. So the mutual energy between the two of you, there's still a plan to see each other, to travel to see each other. There's still a plan to fix. This is a looking forward. This is a broken commitment, a breakup, a commitment that didn't proceed, a marriage that was something. This two keys in here, it is a seal deal, right? The deal is sealed together, but for some reason it is showing off in reverse, because there's a replanning, right? Two of wands, you and this person, you still have a plan to commit, to recommit, all right? The key is still intact. These two keys belong to each of you, all right? It is still together, although the card is in reverse. So there is a plan to share again, to connect, to reconnect mutually. This is the mutual energy, all right? But things need to put a stop, all right? Someone needs to heal. Someone need to really figure out, on how, like, to align stuff with the commitment. Because I have a plan. It's a reading. It's a mutual energy where how will I commit with? I've got a plan for you. You've got a plan for me. So how do we execute the commitment? Because you're almost gonna live in with each other. It's an almost engagement, or it is a marriage, but it didn't. It's a marriage kind. It's a solid, the Taurus card. This is you. This is a commitment card. Something unconventional. You've got a plan. It's gonna work. The plan will work, but it is unconventional, that it might not last. So the key, this two, I'm looking at I'm being focused to look at the two keys in here. The two keys are merged together. So the plan is, how do we merge our relationship? How you and I will merge. That's the issue, because we've got different personality, different responsibility. There is a because this is a choice. There is a choice that I would like to learn how to love you, to like you, to be with you. But how? How do we merge this this two individual into one? How do we make it into one? All right. How do we make this commitment, recommit? There's an urge of wanting to be together, but how? If you're there and I'm here, or something to do with you're possibly, there's a possibility that you're dealing with someone who's already married, all right, or something to do with waiting for a divorce, or something unconventional is between the two of you, and you're still, or this person is still sorting out of a proper plan to merge. Okay, I'm really being advised merge. So that's the mutual energy. And then presently, hold back, hold off. So Four of Pentacles, they're holding back, they're holding off the Ace of Cups. So there's a plan to really offer you that love, emotional love, all right, but there's a hold back. They're holding back. You and this person, you're holding back the supposed to be love, romantic reconnection, something to do with saying I do, right? Engagement. This is a brand new Ace of Cups. It's a beginning of a love, romantic relationship, but it's being put into stop, like the Hangman. It is still around, it is still around. There's still a plan to merge things, but a proper plan is needed. Okay, for some of you, I'm getting the word, they don't want to fail. Second time around, they don't want to fail you, or something to do with I don't want to give you my Ace of Cups because you might just throw it away. Something to do with my Ace of Cups is very important. My Ace of Cups is my only cup. It is like the Four of Cups in here. My Ace of Cups is important to me. I want you to take care of my Ace of Cups. Okay, I don't want to just give it away. All right, there's an energy here that I don't want to give it away like that. If we are going to proceed, connect, reconnect, I want everything to be of a quality. I want things to develop like an Ace of Cups. That's why the Ten of Wands is in reverse, meaning to say, if you're dealing with a person who've just gotten out of a relationship, or they've just stepped, it's more of a need versus love. So, someone held back, someone put a break and say, oops, wait a minute, let me just figure out whether this is love or I'm just really bored or sad. Because the other person is wanting the Ace of Cups moment. And it seems to be there is a cold feet that took place that, oops, wait a minute, is this the commitment that I want? Am I just being sad? That's why I'm so crazy to move on with my ex or my past and jump on to this new relationship. All right? Something to do with, am I really ready for the Ace of Cups? Because the other person, I felt like they were ready, but am I? So you can, reverse the character. Which one do you fit in? But in a general collective energy, one of you had a cold feet. And the universe intervened. There's the universe went in to say, this connection requires or deserve an Ace of Cups moment. So if you're just gotten out of a relationship and you're offering and jumping yourself to this new one, then the other person does not deserve this rebound. All right. So hold off, figure it out, and replan, regroup, because the key is still here. The main element, the connection is still here, okay? But it's just really feeling unstable. So this is the energy of your person. The Death card in reverse, this is a forceful, they were forced to action they were forced to declare this as, this is not stable, this is too hot to handle, or this is something that I'm not prepared. It might not lead to an Ace of Cups if we do it now. So let me drop off, or because resisting, let me resist this because it's not feeling stable. All right, it's you could be dealing with a Scorpio, an Aries, a Leo, a Sagittarius, a Cancer, Pisces, Capricorn, Taurus, but your person is putting something to do with, I refuse to do this, I refuse to let go, or I refuse to do it, but I'm forced to declare war. I'm forced to declare nullity. I'm forced to let go because it's not stable. Like, your person is not gonna sign up if it's not the Ace of Cups. Your person, or yourself, or both of you, is not gonna sign up with the connection if it's less of an Ace of Cups, because you guys deserve the Ace of Cups. You've got plan, you want commitment. This one wants stability. This is your mutual energy. Both of you want stability. Both of you want proper commitment. Both of you deserve an Ace of Cups. But the thing is, there's something between the two of you that the universe interfere in, possibly saying you deserve this, but there's a missing element for both of you that needs some sort of healing, or the universe is let me just confuse you a little bit. Let's see if you're gonna, if it's, there's a little bit of salt. Someone put a little bit of salt in that sweet connection, and a small tiny salt, it overtake the sweetness. So that really means that you've never had, this is the first blow challenges that you've got, that this is so tiny that it make you break up, or it made the whole thing separated. Something to do that it is still weak individually, or the relationship, because it's a small bump, but it break. Like, it's a small crack, but it just is small. It's a small crack, a small challenge, a small practical exercise, and you guys was not able to pass the challenge or the test. So this means that it's still weak to be considered a marriage, a commitment, or stable, because a small thing that the universe give the both of you to challenge you. Like, the universe came in and said, I'm gonna challenge you. I'm gonna throw a grain of salt to that sweetness overload that you've got. Let's see if you're gonna pass the test. And both of you did not pass the test, because I felt like there is a very unstable thought, feelings, relationship, and connection in here. Okay, so it's not very strong enough to be an Ace of Cups. There's still a fighting chance, to be honest. So futuristically, you, Taurus, or your person is gonna offer a Four of Cups moment, meaning to say, one of you will still initiate a call, a text, something to do with, I want to find out whether you're still interested, because I'm still interested. There is an attraction, an interest, a desire. All right, this is not ended. You are still in the process of understanding the issues, the fault, and for some of you, it was tiny that it break you apart, and that is more frustrating, because it was just, I was just testing you. I was testing you. I'm not calling you for 3 days to test you whether you'll call back, you'll do this, blah, blah, blah. But again, why do you have to play up like that? Simple things. The universe is whispering something. Ego is whispering and telling you, do this, do that, to find out whether it's really secure, or this is good, or something. And the other person is so weak that they did, or you did, something to do with playing the game, ego, playing hard to get, and because both of you individually you're ready, but for some sort of insecurity, blockages, or it's a cost possibly of what took place between the two of you in the past, some historical issues that was not properly resolved, or for some of you individually, you have this trauma in past relationship that to make you feel secure is to do some insecurity move, like play hard to get, hold back, play the game. So it went this way. Yeah. And it is a, you know, it is a learning period, it's a learning curve, it's a setback. It is very much alive, it is still there, there's still someone who would initiate the call, the messages. It is still very attractive, like your person knows that this is not the ending. It seems to be that it's just confusing, it's just indecision. It's, I would say your person thinks that it's too soon to call it quits, but it's also too soon to talk right now. Yes, it's really is a stalemate, because you're aiming an Ace of Cups, an aim to go big is here in your reading. So if there is a need to step back, review, do it, because it seems to be the foundation is still weak. The right person will never confuse you, or you will never confuse or doubt that person. You would always make that person secure. When you, I really believe that when you are ready, or you're dealing with a person who is ready, they will never give you that insecurity, or they will never confuse you. There's a little bit of, you know, playing hard to get, but it wouldn't go to a point that you guys would be this way. There's a chase, all right, Four of Cups in the future. Someone is going to chase, and then someone is having a think whether they would accept this cup, because they look at the 3 times or the many times you guys tried. There's still an attraction. It's very much alive. It's still healthy. I felt like futuristically, from in the past to right now, there is a call for the universe to say, you know, put this, you know, take some time off, regroup in the future. You know, I'm really picking up the word. You would regroup again in a more healthier condition. 10 of Wands is here, so that's one of the biggie issue in here, is that both of you, you've just unburdened yourself something in the past, and you want to jump into this, and the universe is saying nope. If you become a couple right now, or if your connection become continuous, you might break up again. So let me, you know, the universe is telling you, let me regroup you again when both of you are 100% ready. Okay, so it is hard to understand, especially if you're wanting this person desperately, but there's always a reason behind things. We will never know now until we met the right person or the right moment. Okay, so trust what is happening. Self-love, self-care is the best when things aren't working. Okay, thank you guys. I'll see you soon again. Have a great day. Bye bye.